Fellow travelers, Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're here in Toronto, Canada, and today we're going to talk about are some of the don'ts that tourists should know before they come to Toronto so they can have a great time. And my first don't for you is don't add that second T to Toronto, because Toronto is...
Welcome back to another reaction video. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for clicking on our channel. We love you so much.
So much.
We are going to be thanking very specially our first supporters on Go Buy Me Coffee or Buy Me Coffee page, right?
Yes.
We are going to be listing. We are going to be thanking you guys properly on the coming videos. Please, we just want to arrange it with the guy who is managing the page, and so we can get like a nice video thanking all of you immensely. But for now, thank you all of you. You know, our first person who contributed was Brian. You know, we're going to thank all of you. We're going to show you how much is already contributed on the page. But for now, thank you everybody. Thank you in advance for everybody that is going to be contributing for on that Buy Me Coffee page. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So today we're learning about the don'ts of visiting Toronto. Yeah, so some of you are going to be in the comment section. Tell us the things also that we should be doing. So I feel like the video is more about the thing we shouldn't do. So you guys should help us tell us the things we should do or try to experience in Toronto. I think pretty soon we'll be there, especially for those who are already supporting us to help us get there. Now let's get it.
Toronto is Toronto, not Toronto. It has nothing to do with your shoes or your feet, though your feet might hurt after you walk all the time around the city, but no, it's just Toronto, okay? So I want to start off with that one, just so you know, okay? But in terms of tourist tips, my first don't for you is don't feel like you have to go up CN Tower. I mean, don't get me wrong. CN Tower will be in literally thousands of your pictures when you're here, and you will take thousands of pictures of the CN Tower because it is cool. It is on the skyline.
Oh my God, the beauty seems to be appearing there on every part of the city.
Yes.
Please tell us how much you could pay to get on that CN Tower. Like, how much would you pay to climb in there?
Well, but he started by saying that don't pay to climb on the center.
He said that you shouldn't feel like you have to climb on it because many tourists are always like they have to get on it. Yeah. So I'm saying that if you choose, because he says don't is like don't feel like you have to do it, right? Because it's a popular place that people like feel if you don't go there, you feel like if you're missing out on a lot. So my question is, if you do decide to climb on it, like go in there, because I feel I learned that there's a restaurant up there. How much would you pay just to climb up there as a tourist to look at the city? How much would it cost you? Please tell us, guys. Because if I get to Toronto, I will have to go on that one. I will feel as to go on it because I think that's the tallest structure in that city. Yeah.
It's as simple as the city, but you don't really have to go up it. I'm not saying it's a tourist trap kind of thing, but you can get great views of the waterfront on the waterfront. You can get great views of the skyline from your hotel. So don't think you have to go up there just in case you're debating it. Now, another don't I have for you as a tourist is, and actually anyone that comes to Toronto, is don't drive because you don't want to drive here. You don't want to park here. You don't want to deal with the traffic here. You don't want to deal with the construction here. It is hair pulling out, frustrating driving around downtown Toronto.
Anyways, I wouldn't try to drive in Toronto because I've not been taught to drive in Canada. Anyways, if any of you has a used pickup truck that you like to dash someone, you can dash me. I'll use it for my farm. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to start a farm project that would need like a pickup truck, a cocoa farm and a plantain farm. You would need like a lot. I need to carry Tekla to the farmer. She doesn't like farming.
Who said I don't like farming?
You don't like it. She's a big farmer. Just kidding. Yeah.
Driving around downtown Toronto or in the neighborhoods, so just stay away from that. That's why my next don't, which is really a do, is don't forget to get your Presto card and ride the TTC. The Toronto Transit Commission has great public transport.
Wait, that thing looks like a train right inside the city. Look at this thing. But I'm not seeing train tracks. That's not a train, right? It's moving like a caterpillar.
Commission has great public transport all over the city. You've got the subway line, you got the streetcars, you got the buses that go everywhere. Yeah, they can be a bit slow and sometimes delayed, but they will be a lot better than dealing with the traffic here in Toronto. And honestly, it's going to save you a lot of money versus taking taxis and Ubers around town. And when you are on the TTC, one thing I got to tell you is don't be loud on the public transportation here. No one likes that. So if you like to talk to your friend on your phone real loud, or you're one of those people that for some reason talks to their friend on speakerphone, no, we don't do that here. You don't listen to your music loud. You don't talk loudly. You're quiet. You're quiet.
Honestly, that's something that happens here. Maybe you get in on a taxi and someone literally put their phone on loudspeaker and is blasting their private conversation right across the whole taxi for everybody to hear. Maybe you're forced to listen to things you don't want to listen to or contribute to. And personally, I don't always like to hear people's conversation. I don't want to hear anything that doesn't have to do with me. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to. If you're having a conversation, let it be private. I don't like it, but probably when you get on a bus or a taxi here, you're going to have people who are blasting their phone calls and talking really loudly for everybody to hear, which is less than ideal and borderline annoying.
It's always good to just keep it private.
Yeah, talk a bit low tune, put your phone to your ear.
So there are some people that naturally they don't know how to talk on low tune, especially when they're on phone call. They feel like if they don't shout, there's no way they're going to get what they're saying.
Yeah, and of course, that I'm saying that is really something that is popular here. You would easily get that in a taxi or on a bus.
We don't do that here. You don't listen to your music loud. You don't talk loudly. You're quiet. You're quiet on the TTC, okay? Don't randomly speak to people. Don't randomly be loud. Just shh, calm down, okay? And I think another don't I have to tell you when it comes to the TTC is don't get in people's way. Whether it is going down the escalator, remember, stand on the right, walk on the left on the escalators, going up and down to the subway. But also, if you're debating about getting on the bus or getting off the metro, get out of the way. Stand to the side of the doors, not in front of them, because the locals, they've got to go, whether they're going to work or going out with their friends or whatever. So just don't be in the way, okay? Now, getting back to the tourist stuff, another don't I have here.
I feel that one. You know, when you're hearing and someone is literally standing in front of you and discussing and debating is really aching. I've heard somebody, there's this joke, or I don't know, somebody made this quote that it takes somebody walking slowly in front of them to destroy the illusion that they're a nice person. Okay. You can be as nice as you are, but when somebody's walking right in front of you and you need to get somewhere real quick, it can really activate extra bundles of anger in you.
That's true.
Yeah. It can destroy that illusion that you're quite nice a person. So,
is don't skip out on going to the Hockey Hall of Fame. I don't care if you hate hockey. I don't care if you've never ice skated in your entire life. You will love the Hockey Hall of Fame because it's done so well. The memorabilia that's there, the interactive exhibits that are there, the exhibits are the history, how well they explain everything there is fantastic. And what's cool is if you want to get a picture with the Stanley Cup, hey, you don't have to win it. You can go there and get a picture of the Stanley Cup. It's so cool. So you have to go there. But I will say, don't be weirded out if when you're looking for the entrance to the Hockey Hall of Fame, you have to go through a food court and it gets kind of weird. You're in the right place if you're going to a food court to go get to the Hockey Hall of Fame. I know it sounds weird, but that's one of the things here. Now, another don't I have for you for the museums here is don't pass up the dinos at the ROM. The Royal Ontario Museum probably has one of the best collections of dinosaur bones in the...
please, we did a video on this Royal Ontario Museum and we think this thing is absolutely magnificent.
Yeah.
Please go down on our videos and check it out.
You're going to find it there and you're eventually going to love it.
Absolutely. The Royal Ontario Museum. It is this baby girl that told me about it, and I learned so much on it.
Are you sure?
Are you not the one that talked about it, Royal?
Are you sure you learned something?
Yeah, I learned about the dinosaur bones and things. If I begin to ask you questions now, you'll see that I learned quite a bit.
Okay.
Royal Ontario Museum probably has one of the best collections of dinosaur bones in the entire world. I mean, it is an incredible visit to go. I told Liam I was coming back to Toronto. Last time he was here, he was like 3 years old. He's like, go see the dinos again. And he's past his dinosaur phase. That tells you how great they are. So definitely check out the ROM. But they have a lot of different stuff that's there. It's not just dinosaurs. It's a huge collection. And the building itself is really cool, how it's like a historic looking building and then the modern stuff jutting off of the side. It is cool to check out just from the outside. But don't forget to go in because it's well worth it. Now my next stone for you is a quick one behind me. I don't know if you can see it because how I have it angled, but don't be disappointed by the City Hall here in Toronto. It could possibly be one of the ugliest city halls in the entire world.
No, it's not ugly.
Another stone.
It's not.
How can you say that it's ugly?
One of the ugliest city halls? Never. How can this be ugly? Hold on.
It could possibly be one of the.
Nah. I've always wondered how Canadian engineers build this.
Yeah, the design.
How can you call it ugly? There is no way. I will love this. How many stories is that? And how the hell did you all Canadians build this? I see your engineers are running mad. You just get up, design something, and build it. And you're getting mad in a nice way. It's not an insult, it's a compliment.
Ugliest city halls in the entire world. I'm just saying. Another don't I have for you is when you come to Toronto, what you have to realize is this city is super international. People from all over are here. And one of the key and best parts of that is the fact that you don't have to eat traditional Canadian food, like maple syrup and steaks and stuff when you come here. Because there's so much great international food. Go to Koreatown, have Korean food. Chinatown, have Chinese food. Little Italy, go to Greektown. There's so much fantastic food all throughout the city because the people that came, that immigrated here, brought their cuisine and they brought the good stuff. I mean, we're talking, you get falafel at some fast food joint, it's probably better than the falafel at your fancy restaurant back home where you live. It's amazing. So go explore, go eat all the different nationalities that are here. I'm gonna tell you, I've had some of the best Portuguese food ever. Not just from the 5 years I lived in Portugal, but being here, the Portuguese food was incredible. So make sure, even just get one of the Portuguese custard tarts, get one. You will love it. Now, one don't I have to remind you of though is when you're shopping here, don't expect the price you see to be the price you actually pay because they do have sales tax here. So imagine another like 13% added on to anything you buy. So that can get frustrating as a tourist. Also, don't forget to tip. We tip here in Canada between 15 and 20%. And if you pay with card, they'll give you the machine back and it usually will give you 18%, 20% or 22%. They're pretty smart there for you to tip on it because
I'm more concerned with the part of the tax.
Yeah.
Imagine that you have to, maybe you're buying something, it's written in that $13 and you have to pay maybe 13% of that thing as taxes. So with the owner, what is he paying now? What is he or she now paying as the tax to the government?
So it means you're basically paying the tax for the behalf of
for
the
the
shop.
owner of the shop.
Yeah.
And maybe where he or she bought it from, maybe in a big supermarket,
Yeah,
supplier,
like a wholesaler.
like a wholesale. Maybe they also pay taxes.
Yes, I don't know because my main question is not even about whether you pay the taxes or not. If you bought something for $100, 13%, that means you're already paying $113, right? What if you were holding $100 there and you didn't know that this was going to go right up to $113?
You have to leave it.
Just leave it.
Yes.
Maybe you have already gone to like check out and you've carried it all along and then you have to leave it. And why don't they just put $113 on it?
Yeah, in some stores they actually do. I feel like more like in some stores they do it. It's not the stores that
They don't write the sale tax.
Mm-hmm.
But I would rather they put the sale tax so that when you see $113, you choose whether or not you want to take
it or
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Imagine you loving something just to find out that you still have to pay taxes for
Yeah.
that thing.
I've learned that you guys pay taxes on your houses, on your cars, on your land. Like every asset that you have, you pay taxes on. Here, we don't pay taxes on anything. I don't even know how the tax works here. Like, I don't even know. Partly because the thing is all over the place. The tax collectors, they do whatever they want to do, so there's not really trace to know if you're paying taxes or not and things like that. Said that you are an established business like a beer producing company, like a big company, yeah. That one they
That's
will know
when
your
you have
tax
to be
return.
paying taxes.
Yeah, huge ones.
But the fact that you own a house and you have to pay is
Nobody
not.
pays taxes.
Yeah,
Right?
you own the car, a bike.
Nothing. But for Canadians they pay. I was even checking a video on how Canadians build their houses. We're going to check that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's a nice one.
Yeah.
It is a tipping culture here. That's how it is in Canada. That's how it's here in Toronto. So don't forget to tip your waiters and servers. They're super nice here, so you should. And the thing is when you're going around the city, don't miss those neighborhoods, whether you're going to go out to eat or go see some of the galleries and some of the shops or just enjoying your time here. Whether you're going to the distillery district, which is like this nice pedestrian area with shops and place to eat and stuff. Yeah, it's a little touristy, but it's well worth it. Going out to Kensington Market with all the boutiques there. I mean, that's always a fun place to go. That's actually Jocelyn's favorite neighborhood here in Toronto. You know, whether you're going to Greektown, Cabbagetown, you know, Queen Street West. I mean, there's so many different neighborhoods for you to explore.
This, please, I'm really begging. Look for a video about Canadian neighborhoods. Let's check it out. Like typical Canadian neighborhood. Like if you were like living in a Canadian neighborhood where people live and you were to take a walk, how would it look like? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I would actually love that. Maybe you can even make short videos and send them through email. We'll check them out. Like just enjoy it. For those who have been sending us photos and short videos on WhatsApp, thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you have anything to discuss, you can check our email on the channel description, also our WhatsApp number, and write us. Yeah, anything to discuss, just greetings. For those who have been writing and have not gotten a response from us, please, we are sorry. We will get on there and discuss with you guys. We really apologize. We've really been busy and doing quite a few things. You know? So, thank you.
Thank you for understanding.
Thank you for understanding.
But I really recommend that you actually stay out in the neighborhoods, because my next don't for you is don't expect much going on the weekends downtown, because downtown is downtown. It's a working area, and so when it's Saturday and Sunday, I mean, it's pretty empty except for some tourists walking around. So you might want to stay outside of downtown if you're here on the weekend. If you're here during the week, it's totally fine. There's plenty of accommodation, but just want to give you the heads up. Now, my favorite spot to visit when I'm here, and I don't want you to miss out on it, is don't forget to pig out when you go to St. Lawrence Market. So St. Lawrence Market has been voted like one of the best markets in the entire world, and you go there, I mean, it's got, you know, the cheeses and the meats and all the stuff that's there, but what's cool is you can have a lot of the Canadian specialties and Toronto specialties when you're there. One thing, if you want to get that pea meal bacon sandwich that you hear about that you need to have when you're here in Toronto, you can get it there, and it's fantastic. If you ever want to have one, if you're trying to think of what it looks like, it's a ham sandwich kind of, but it's kind of like if ham and a bratwurst had a baby and then you sliced it thin and put it on some fantastic bread with some mustard, that's what it tastes like. Or you can get some butter tarts when you're there, because there's bakeries there that have their stuff there. Get the pastel de nata, those Portuguese tarts I was talking about. So many good things to have when you're there that you should just go explore. So go there and you can answer the eternal debate in Canadian families. Is it a butter tart? Is it better with raisins in it or better with nuts in it? I mean, I got both to try, and I'm team nut. I'm sorry, I'm team nut. Raisin was good, but team nut butter tart, that's me. Now, when you're going around the city, if you want to get a kind of feel of the city, don't feel that you have to do the hop on, hop off bus. Remember the TTC? They've got streetcars, and those streetcars, it's like stepping back in time, taking the streetcar around town, around the city, and they go out to the neighborhoods as well. So that's one thing I do recommend. Our buddy Jeff, who just stopped by, another fellow traveler, made sure I wanted to tell you that. So thanks, Jeff, for that one. Now, another thing I want to remind you of is don't forget about all the history and art you can see when you're here in Toronto, because there
Look at that building. Whoa. Please, like, pull it back. Hold on.
forget about all the history and art you can
Look at that.
Really?
It looks like something that's just spoke out of the mouth to happen.
And it doesn't seem like it seems like it's somebody's house, right?
I don't know.
You could think that could be a business company.
I feel like it could be like a really old house that is just now for exhibition, where people go and visit to see. Yeah.
Please tell us. Oh my
Especially people from Toronto, please tell us, okay? We really want to know. God. People have countries and people have countries. People live in cities and people live in cities. I mean,
yeah.
damn.
see when you're here in Toronto, because there are tons of like history museums, historic homes you can go to. Yes, you can go to Casa Loma and see the castle of Toronto. You want to go there. The gardens are there are beautiful. You know, you can see that. Heck, if you're here in October, they actually have a Halloween theme in there too. So there's that. There's a lot of historic homes, history, museums to check out. But for me, it's the art that's here. Yes, a contemporary art museum you can go to. The murals around the city is fantastic. But the Art Gallery of Ontario is probably the must-see art gallery if you're going to go here. Definitely go for that. But if you don't have time for that, in some of the neighborhoods they have smaller galleries with the artists actually there, and so you can go check those out. Now, another thing I have for you is don't come to Toronto in the winter. Look, it's cold. It's Toronto. It's cold. Just deal with that. But if you do have to come here to Toronto in the winter, don't forget to use the Path. The Path is the underground network of corridors, hallways, shops, all kinds of stuff that connects all kinds of places around town. Like I can literally go from here at City Hall all the way down to Union Station. It's about a 20-minute walk on the ground, like above ground. There's connected hallways and corridors that go all
Have we reacted to this?
We have done a video about the 30 kilometers underground pathways in Toronto.
That's nice.
all the way there. So use that in the winter to keep yourself safe from the elements, because there's no reason to complain about the cold, because you can get out of it when you're here. Now, another sad thing I've got to tell you about Toronto as a tourist is don't expect Toronto to be cheap. I mean, have you seen the HGTV shows where they're shopping in Toronto for houses? You're like, yes, I'm looking for a one bed, one bath house with a window. Oh, that's $17.9 billion. I mean, it's not that bad, but honestly, the housing prices are high, but also going out to eat, going out to drink, shopping, staying here. It is probably the priciest city in Canada, or this in Vancouver. So do be aware of that when you're planning your budget for Toronto, because yeah, it ain't gonna be cheap. So going along with the expensive side of things, also, don't use US dollars when you're here. We use Canadian dollars. It's Canada. The thing is, though, some places will take US dollars. So if you don't want to exchange money, you don't have to necessarily. But just know that they will give you an exchange rate that's to their liking. Also, you will get your change back in Canadian coins. So hey, you'll get some loonies and toonies. So I guess there's a good thing there.
Loonies and toonies.
But honestly, just go to the ATM and take out some Canadian money and you'll be fine. Because most of the places anyway, you can pay with credit card, no big deal. But I will say it's mostly Visa and MasterCard are the two most accepted ones that I've seen. Another note I want to add about Toronto is don't forget about the bikes. You guys should rent the bikes and go around town. There's plenty of bike lanes everywhere. But I got to tell you, don't forget to watch out for the bikers, because they have their own kind of code of conduct. So don't block the bike lane. Park in the bike lane. Don't mess with the bike lane, because the bikers got their own thing here. So just be aware of that. Now, if you're going to be here for a while, I got to tell you this one. Don't miss out on a day trip to Niagara Falls. I mean, it's actually not that far. If you drove here, it's one of the times it's worth it to get the car out of the valet and drive. You can go down to Niagara Falls. But the thing is, there's tons of tours that go from Toronto down there. And there's also buses that go down there. So you can easily get to Niagara Falls. Also, if you want to get back to nature, don't forget you can take the ferries out and have a nice view of the harbor and go around, go over to the islands. You can do that as well. And then this don't I have for you is one I really, really enjoy about Toronto. Don't think you have to be big city scared when you come to Toronto. This is a safe big city, okay? Now, I know not every big city has issues, and Toronto has its own issues, but you're not worrying like you do in New York or Chicago or LA or anything like that. You're really enjoying the city, and you can go out at night and enjoy yourself. You can go shopping. You can take your family around without worrying, because it is a really safe big city. Yeah, maybe a pickpocket here or there, and some other stuff, but you know, but otherwise, this is actually a really great city to visit. So those are my don'ts of visiting Toronto. What are your don'ts to help out other travelers coming to this great city? I'll say bye from here in Toronto.
Okay, bye.
Our own don't is don't forget to go support us on Buy Me Coffee page so we can visit Toronto too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Remember, you don't owe us anything. Anything you donate to us, it is of your will.
Very grateful.
And we are so much grateful for that. We appreciate every single dollar and time you spend watching our videos. Okay? Yes. Do not feel bad if you cannot support us. We donate, because by watching our video is still a very huge support. Big secret, if you watch our videos and watch the ads on the video, it helps you to pay us better. Okay, so it could be a way of you donating money to us without necessarily giving out cash. Yeah, so you can sit down for the few 15 seconds or 30 seconds just to help YouTube add a few more coins to our own payment. Thank you. We respect you so much, Canada. Love you.